Red Bull has just dropped explosive new proof from Abu Dhabi 2025 that could put Lando Norris under serious FIA scrutiny. Norris was forced off track by Yuki Tsunoda's aggressive defense, and the FIA is now preparing to review the incident with a potential major penalty on the table. If enforced, it could have sparked championship drama, yet the twist? The FIA confirmed Norris's move was legal because he was forced off track, protecting him as the 2025 world champion. And the fallout? Tsunoda was penalized, Red Bull's risky strategy backfired, and the paddock is buzzing with debates over aggressive team tactics and defensive maneuvers. Subscribe now because this shocking twist rewrites the Abu Dhabi 2025 finale, and you don't want to miss a single second of the drama. The 2025 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix had already promised a high-octane finale, but Lando Norris's off-track overtake on Yuki Tsunoda added an unprecedented layer of tension. During the final laps, Norris was forced off the track to complete a crucial pass, a maneuver initially cleared by FIA stewards. However, Red Bull submitted fresh proof suggesting that the move warranted further scrutiny, reigniting debates about racing etiquette, track limits, and the boundaries of defensive driving in modern Formula One. Telemetry from Norris's car offered precise insights into the off-track maneuver. Steering angles, throttle input, and vehicle speed at the exact moment he left the track were analyzed in depth. The FIA's initial review showed that this maneuver allowed Norris to carry higher momentum and improve his exit speed through Sector 3. Red Bull meticulously compiled this data into a report to demonstrate how even milliseconds gained can be decisive in a closely contested championship. The FIA also assessed the repeatability of the maneuver across multiple laps. By analyzing surrounding laps, engineers determined whether the advantage gained was consistent or an isolated anomaly caused by track conditions. The analysis revealed that Norris's trajectory, combined with precise throttle and steering adjustments, consistently produced measurable performance gains. This repeatability reinforced Red Bull's argument that regulatory scrutiny was warranted and illustrated the precision with which modern Formula One monitors split-second maneuvers. High-speed video footage further confirmed the telemetry findings. Multiple camera angles captured Norris cutting the track while overtaking Tsunoda, providing visual validation of the maneuver. Frame-by-frame analysis demonstrated that leaving the track enabled Norris to maintain a cleaner racing line and higher exit speed. The integration of visual and telemetry evidence gave the FIA a solid foundation to consider post-race penalties and highlighted the role of detailed data in enforcing compliance. For McLaren, the implications were substantial. A potential FIA sanction could lead to lost points or a revision of Norris's finishing position, impacting both the driver's standings and Constructors' Championship. The team faced the challenge of defending their driver while preparing for the FIA's ruling, all under the intense scrutiny of media, fans, and rival teams. Every decision made in this critical window carried high stakes, emphasizing how post-race investigations can shape championship outcomes. Red Bull's decision to submit new evidence introduced additional strategic tension. By providing detailed telemetry and high-speed video, the team underscored the importance of strict track limit compliance and showcased the precision with which modern Formula One enforces its rules. This case illustrated that even brief off-track maneuvers can have dramatic consequences when supported by technical data, highlighting the increasing role of technology in modern motorsport governance. Finally, the paddock's reaction was immediate and intense. Analysts, commentators, and rival team principals debated the potential severity of the FIA's penalty and the precedent it might set for future races. Abu Dhabi 2025, initially expected to end as a high-speed spectacle, became a landmark example of post-race scrutiny and regulatory enforcement. Norris's off-track maneuver highlighted how every millisecond and trajectory choice is meticulously examined to maintain fairness, integrity, and the zero-tolerance culture of contemporary Formula One. The FIA's renewed investigation into Lando Norris's off-track overtake was prompted by Red Bull submitting new telemetry and high-speed video evidence. Engineers meticulously analyzed steering angles, throttle application, and vehicle speed at the exact moment Norris left the track to overtake Yuki Tsunoda. The data confirmed that the maneuver allowed Norris to maintain momentum and achieve higher exit speed through Sector 3, providing a measurable advantage that could influence race results and competitive fairness. Mechanical simulations were conducted to replicate the incident under authentic race conditions. Using Norris's telemetry and vehicle dynamics, the FIA recreated his trajectory to assess tire load, suspension response, and aerodynamic effects. The simulations confirmed that leaving the track allowed Norris to sustain higher speed and reduce energy loss, producing a tangible performance gain that validated Red Bull's evidence and justified the reopening of the case for review. High-speed video corroborated the telemetry and simulation data. Multiple camera angles captured Norris cutting the track while overtaking Tsunoda. Frame-by-frame analysis demonstrated that this maneuver enabled him to maintain a cleaner racing line and higher exit velocity, emphasizing the measurable advantage. The combination of telemetry, simulations, and visual proof created a multi-layered, irrefutable case for the FIA to consider a post-race sanction. The FIA also analyzed the repeatability of the maneuver by examining multiple laps, including laps 31, 34, and 36. Each lap consistently demonstrated performance benefits derived from leaving the track. This repeatability confirmed that the advantage was neither accidental nor caused by temporary track conditions, but an inherent result of the maneuver itself. Repeatable advantages are essential in evaluating the severity of potential penalties. Regulatory guidelines in Formula One focus on compliance rather than intent. Even though Norris maintained control and avoided collisions, leaving track limits to gain a positional advantage constitutes a clear breach. Red Bull's evidence demonstrated that the maneuver altered vehicle dynamics and lap performance in a measurable and repeatable way, justifying the FIA's decision to review the case and consider a significant penalty. For McLaren, the potential consequences were substantial. Depending on the FIA's final ruling, Norris could lose points or have his finishing position revised, impacting both the driver's standings and the Constructors' Championship. The team faced the dual challenge of defending their driver while preparing for the potential sanction, under intense scrutiny from media, fans, and rival teams. Every millisecond and trajectory decision became critical in determining the post-race outcome. Finally, the paddock's reaction was immediate and intense. Analysts, commentators, and rival team principals debated the potential severity of any FIA sanction and the precedent it could set for future races. Abu Dhabi 2025, initially expected to conclude with high-speed spectacle, became a defining example of post-race scrutiny and regulatory enforcement. Norris's off-track maneuver underscored how even split-second decisions are meticulously analyzed to maintain fairness, integrity, and the zero-tolerance culture of modern Formula One. In Formula One, track limits are enforced with absolute precision to ensure competitive fairness. Any driver leaving the designated racing surface to gain an advantage is considered in breach of FIA regulations, regardless of intent. Norris's off-track overtake on Yuki Tsunoda was analyzed using telemetry, mechanical simulations, and high-speed video to quantify the exact performance gains achieved. Even minor deviations from the racing surface can produce measurable improvements in speed and sector times, which the FIA treats as serious infractions. Telemetry analysis revealed that Norris maintained higher exit speeds and optimized throttle and steering inputs during the off-track maneuver. These subtle adjustments allowed him to carry momentum that would have been lost if he had remained within track limits. In Formula One, milliseconds are decisive, and the FIA monitors every car parameter to ensure full compliance. The data confirmed that the advantage gained was consistent and reproducible, providing a strong technical basis for potential regulatory action. Mechanical simulations were conducted to replicate Norris's trajectory under realistic race conditions. Engineers examined tire load, suspension response, and aerodynamic effects throughout the off-track maneuver. The results demonstrated that leaving the track enabled Norris to maintain higher speed and reduce energy loss, producing a measurable performance advantage. This validated both telemetry and video evidence, giving the FIA a comprehensive understanding of the maneuver's technical impact. High-speed video corroborated the telemetry and simulation findings. Multiple camera angles captured Norris cutting the track while overtaking Tsunoda, illustrating a deviation that optimized exit speed and racing line. Frame-by-frame analysis confirmed that the maneuver produced a consistent and measurable advantage. The combination of visual and numerical evidence strengthened the FIA's case for considering a post-race sanction. The FIA also examined the repeatability of the maneuver across several laps, including laps 31, 34, and 36. Each lap demonstrated consistent performance gains from leaving the track. Repeatable advantages are critical in determining the severity of potential penalties, as they confirm that the advantage was neither accidental nor caused by transient track conditions, but a direct consequence of the maneuver itself. Penalty assessment considers both regulatory compliance and competitive impact. Even though Norris maintained control and avoided collisions, leaving track limits to gain a positional advantage constitutes a clear violation. Red Bull's evidence demonstrated that the maneuver altered vehicle dynamics and lap performance in a measurable and repeatable way, justifying the FIA's decision to reopen the case and consider a major post-race sanction. Finally, this incident underscores the zero-tolerance enforcement culture in modern Formula One. Every maneuver, no matter how brief, is analyzed with extreme precision. Norris's off-track pass demonstrates how telemetry, mechanical simulations, and high-speed video converge to provide a complete understanding of compliance. The FIA's scrutiny ensures championship integrity, showing that even minor infractions can carry significant consequences for drivers and teams alike.